Can you hear me, Coach Ricks? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Not working. Is that working? There we go. There we go. Hey guys, let me start over again because I don't think my mic was working. This your boy Coach Ricks, and you've been at Coach's Talk where we discuss all things OU related, college football related, and all things in between. Before we get started, please hit that red subscribe button, like all our videos, hit that bell so you won't miss any content that I got forward. I think we got Mike in here now. What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, I got you now, Coach.
Hey man, it wasn't your fault, man. I had the wrong mic. Had the wrong mic hooked up because I was throwing a tantrum last night and didn't turn my things back over the way it's supposed to and everything, man. So sorry
Coach,
about that, man. I
I
thought
got a
I
question for you, Coach.
what's up, bud?
Now that I have a friend who is a coach and knows what he's talking about, I have been doing my homework.
What's up? What you got?
And guess what I come up with?
What you
Did
come up
you
with?
see that pass last night that JA almost got on a pick six?
Yeah, yeah. The
That was
that right there was Burks in the slot,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
the guy was 13 yards off, and the linebacker was pretty well, as we want to call it, the weak side or the Mike linebacker was right there in his zone because he knew if Jackson throws a slant, it's a pick six. Now,
Yeah.
when you have a slot that has a guy over him 13 yards back, you don't run a slant. You run a bubble screen outside.
Right, right.
So now
Now
he has to make up so much room.
now, here's what the legend learned. Watching
Okay.
that. I went back and I watched that play several times. Um, that was an RPO. Now,
Yep.
coach, you've been an offensive coach. You
Yep.
got an RPO, 6 in the box, 6 blocking, and you got a hole right there that Taylor Tatum can shoot through and gain max a bunch of yards. What do? You run the freaking
You run.
ball.
You run. You run that ball.
And it was on that left ass cheek.
Hey man, my wife said, "Baby, now I know why you made that shirt." She
But
said,
no,
"Now I
I,
know
I
why
went
you
back
made
and
that shirt."
I went back and watched it. That was an RPO. They had 6 in the box, 6 blocking, and they had a gap that was opened up for Tatum or whoever was the running back, and he could have shot through that gap. And I mean,
Well,
it would have been a big gainer.
first of all, man, that's why I came on here. Like I told you earlier, I had to come on here, man, today because I felt bad last night, man, that I didn't jump on the podcast with Jason, man, because regardless of however I may feel, regardless of what I'm doing, that is an obligation that I have to make. And I didn't make that because what's going on, Kimberly K. I didn't make that,
Hello,
man,
KK.
because I was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And I take it personal when it comes to football, man, because football has given me and my family, man, a luxury that I will never be able to repay. Put me through college, put my girls through college, man. I mean, set me up financially to where I'm able to live a life, man, to where I don't have to stress and worry about stupid shit. And to
Right.
see a game like that last night, man, it just pissed me off because well, Stephen G, here's the problem with that. I was BV at one time. Okay. Not saying that I was, the accolades and all that, but I was a head coach one time, man. And didn't really, I was a very good OC, very good OC. But someone's like, hey, you need to be a head coach, man, because you check all the boxes. I didn't want to be a head coach because I knew it came with a lot of extra shit that maybe I wasn't ready for.
Mm-hmm.
But I had an older gentleman in his 80s pull me to the side and tell me, he was like, if you are a leader of men, you are a leader of men. It doesn't matter if you're an OC, a DC, a linebacker coach, a defensive line coach, you are a leader of men. Plus, you are a leader. People will follow you, man, because you have a way with words, you're a
Mm-hmm.
kind spirit, and you're a man and everything of faith. Cool. I tried out. Let me tell you, Legend, man, the first 3 years, man, that's when I started having a lot of panic attacks, a lot of heart problems,
Yep.
because I didn't know that it entitled so much shit.
Oh yeah, it does.
You know, um, 18-hour days, 7 days a week, and you got to be
Mm-hmm.
committed to doing that. And what I'm saying is this: it took me 4 years to find the right OC because I tried to hire people with this,
Mm-hmm.
with my heart, versus hiring people with this. And BV is a damn good DC. That is something that we will never question.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, man, it takes you a lot longer to be a head coach, man, because you've been so used to handling one side of the field. Now you're asked to oversee everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he'll get it, man. But I think we live in a time in an era that you don't have longevity. You don't have those 5, 6,
Well,
7, 8 years. Go ahead.
that's true, Coach. But I'm not ready to give up on BB just yet. I mean, for the
I
simple
can't,
fact,
man.
I just I love the man. I love what he brought to OU. I'm not ready to give up on him. I'm not going to give up on him. And like I told you earlier today, this OC hire is going to be a make or break for BB. It's going to have to be a splash hire. Now, we can't go into the lower depths of the FBS and get a get a guy who, yeah, he's doing great at this school, but he's not playing at a Power Five conference. We're going to have to go out and get a big fish. That's cut and dried.
I beg to differ just a little bit. Just a
Okay,
little
okay,
bit.
coach. Okay, coach. Okay,
Hold on. Let me tell you why.
okay. Go ahead,
This is
coach.
hold on. I'm bringing up your channel so I can put
Okay,
some likes on it, man. And like I said, hey man, if you're in here, man, please, man, hit some likes and everything, man, on Sooner Legends channel, man. You hit it on mine. Like I said, we are sharing both of these today. Show both love, man. Like I said, this is my boy, man. I want to make sure that if you're on my channel, man, you're showing him all the love you can, man. Is because this is family. This is family, man,
yeah,
between me, him, and Jason. So when I support him, you support me. When you support me, and you support him, and vice versa when it goes toward Jason. So please
yeah.
hit that like button, man, and let's keep this channel growing. To answer your
Now that was
question,
just
the reason why
that was just my opinion, coach. I mean, I
no,
at
it's
this
it's
point,
not
I'm grasping for straws.
Legend. I'm gonna read you something that I
Okay,
text
go ahead,
Jason
brother. Okay,
just a few minutes ago, and me and him we wasn't going back and forth. We were just talking about something. And this is what I told him, uh, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I said, man, I wish I wasn't so passionate about football. Oklahoma needs a new OC, and they need a quarterback that the staff trust. That's all that shit. That's all that shit was last night. You only called game winning plays when you were down and had to get points. Why
right.
not run that shit to play to win, not just
Hmm.
to not lose? That
Right.
shit pisses me off. We have a
Hmm.
serious problem at play calling. Okay. Jason
Yeah.
responded, we have a serious problem on offense. I'm worried about the whole direction if the program at this point. Now, this is what I said that Jason said was pretty cool. He said it was pretty cool. And I said, yep, I'm going to apologize to the listeners and subscribers because I was so furious and pissed that I couldn't even talk. I was literally in the mood all night and morning. We don't have a problem, and we are asking guys, we do have a problem. We are asking guys to try and be an offensive coordinator versus go get us an offensive coordinator. All right. The reason
Right.
being is to be an OC, it's a field, it's a expertise, and it's something that you have to be doing for a long period of time. You can't just like
Right.
boxing. You
Right.
can't say, "Oh, I'm a boxer," and jump in the ring and start boxing. It's a field
Right.
and it's a practice. Joe John has never been an OC. Seth has never been an
Hmm.
OC. So why do we feel like making these guys OC, the talent around them is going to solve everything? So we can bring in a low level Division two because look at this. Division two teams have to do shit out of the box because they don't have the talent to win games. So you give an
Yeah.
OC that's around a Division two that does decent, that can call plays and give him OU's talent. That's what Lincoln did. Because Lincoln didn't have talent at East Carolina.
Right.
Him and Ruffin did not have it at East Carolina. I saw those damn games almost every weekend. They was not
Right.
doing that. But Lincoln brought the Big 12 from Texas Tech to the East Coast. So
Yep.
Brent don't have to get him an OC that's confident enough to call a game and not second guess himself. Joe
That's
John
right.
second guessed himself all last night. All right. Sorry about that bitch. All right.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I said this to you also on the phone, Coach, and I'm going to use an analogy, guys. The defense done everything they could possibly do last night to
Oh
win that
shit.
game. Now,
That motherfucker.
look at look at the defense like this, guys. I don't know how many of you have in the chat have ever spent a hot, miserable summer day hauling hay in the hayfield. But I'm gonna explain this to how the OU defense and the OU offense is right now. You get 22 guys, separate them 11 and 11, and you got 4 hayfields, and all of them has at least 1,500 bales per field. Now let's say this 11 is out there kicking ass. I mean, thinking they're going to get an early day off because they done got their portion of the field hauled. But what that rancher's going to do is he's going to go make that 11 go pick up the slack for that 11 that's lagging. Well, after you do that for 3 hayfields, the 11 that's out there whooping ass, and
Yeah.
they're going to get pissed because they're having to pick up the slack. And they're going to be tired because I don't know how many bales of hay you guys in this chat has ever hauled, but I've hauled my share of hay, and that shit is rough. So the defense can only do so much to pick up the slack like they've been doing all season long, and they're going to be tired. They're going to be wore out. You know that some of them have in their heads, some of them, and they're team players. Trust me, they're all for each other. They're brotherly love, but in the back of some of them's mind, some of them has got to be, how long do we have to pick up the slack of this shit that the offense is producing to us?
Yeah. Well, I want to answer this for Stephen G.
Yeah.
Stephen G. He said, "Sorry, Coach Ricks, you're wrong on Seth. He had 5 years of OC experience. But if he had 5 years of OC experience and put that product out there like he did this season, he sucked.
Yeah.
Because I can go out there and be a bricklayer and lay bricks for 5 years and then own my own company. And if I don't do worse shit, that's on me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. And I'm not trying to be mean, Stephen G, but I'm just saying every year you're supposed to progress and get better.
Yeah.
I have not, and the bad point about it, we entered the fourth quarter, we got 50 total yards passing, and you got 2 of your best receivers back. What kind of shit is that? if that was the product you're gonna put on the field last night, you could have let Farouk and Dirt and Burks rest last night.
Yeah. Coach, can you tell me which two plays in that game last night went over 15 yards?
Oh yeah. The damn throwback pass that Tatum had to Jackson Arnold, and the damn field goal, the punter that threw the damn jump pass to Bow Sharp.
Yep. Them was the only two.
Dude, look, my memory. I am older, but my memory is pretty sharp when it comes to plays because I am a stickler for plays, man. That I like, and to
Okay.
have a fake field goal. Go ahead.
No, I was Topher B. He said evening, gentlemen, and I was just under my breath saying evening, Topher.
Okay.
Go ahead, Coach.
And don't get me wrong, guys. This is not a bitch session. It really isn't. It's just that God has always given us something that we're good at.
Yeah.
He's given us something that we're good at. Maybe we have not found it yet. Maybe we have not accomplished it yet. Maybe we have not achieved it yet. But he instills something in everyone that you're good at.
Mm-hmm.
I've been blessed in everything, man, to be good at just being honest when it comes to assessing some certain things. And maybe that's not a gift. That's just being a decent person. It's just being honest. Yes, Greg Ray, I agree. The O-line did a damn decent job last night. Here's the thing.
They did.
When you get a quarterback that has a happy feet that goes outside the pocket and then bad shit happens, who always gets the blame? Offensive line. Well, your ass had no business being outside that pocket. Your ass had no business being outside that pocket. Jackson, man, I think last year that Arizona game and how the fans ridiculed him over the summer really got to him.
Got in his head.
I think that he is so terrified about making mistakes that's all he does right now is make mistakes. And it just hurt my heart, man. It just hurt my heart last night, man, to see the fight in the we got people talking about hold on, that Billy shouldn't score a touchdown. He should have down on the 1 yard line. What player do you know pick up a scoop and score is going down the damn ball at the 1 yard line?
Not a damn one.
No. Down at the 1 yard line. So Jackson Arnold can hand the ball off and fumble it and give it right back to him.
Boy, did you see that hit Billy Bowman put on Burden last night?
Man, look,
God.
that was a missile.
That was a slobber knocker.
Oh shit. Well, this is what we need. We need a new OC. Now, we can play tick for tat for the hire. I think it will be a splash because I think BV is, if he really, 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 really wants to get this program turned around, now you got to start looking at who are we going to lose if I don't get a good hire?
Yeah.
Are we going to lose some of these great 2025 recruits that we got coming in? We were already talking about losing, Fasusi and everything. Who else we might lose? And, I don't think the difference between Michael and Jackson, I'll tell anybody who wants to listen, you cannot coach 4-3 speed.
No.
You got it. But you got to have a coach that has a good scheme. I just was like, OU is playing scared. They played scared last night. You mean tell me that you got Farouk back, you got Burks back, and you got 50 total yards passing in the fourth quarter? Come on, man. What the hell are we doing here? We have not seen a deep pass all season except for the busted coverage that last week Jackson Arnold hit Hester on a damn 50-yard bomb. And that was by accident because the coverage broke down.
Right. Now, here's something go ahead. Go ahead, Coach.
No. They're so afraid about throwing the ball down the field because they don't think that Jackson can make the right read. That's all that is.
Do you know, and I learned this off of Gabe and Teddy today. There are low-tier teams scoring 34 plus on us.
Yes.
Why? No, they're scoring more than us. Now, Gabe brought this up. How in the cornbread hell can you not set up a scheme to get our wide receivers open? Makes sense, don't it?
All I can do is just and Stephen G, man, I want to make sure, man, that you understand. Me and you good. I was not trying to be like bad saying like that. I was just saying and like you're right, you only gave me his resume. Well, here's the thing about resumes. Everybody lies on them. Everybody lies on resumes. They stretch the truth a little bit and they expect a great return on their resume. I know because I've seen a lot of resumes that people hire people and they ain't worth shit. So I just think that we got the bad hire along with the injuries put us on a projected downslide this season. Yes, to no Cowboy, man. On this one right here, I have to agree, man. Honestly, OU is just a bad football team. Should be 0-6 in conference play. So, look, I'm not going to sit here and try to say, you know what, Sooner Cowboy, man, I disagree with that. Sometimes we have to come to a realization that the hopes in the way we feel about our team isn't what it is, but it ends up being what it is. OU is a very, and I have to be honest, a very undisciplined, mediocre SEC team. SEC team.
That's the only way to look at it.
I think they are right now, and I hate saying this, man. I think they're one of the worst teams in the SEC.
Yeah.
Just off performance, not talent, just off performance. I've never seen a group of guys that have so much talent and so much heart and so much fight. But it really shows you, man, that a terrible scheme can destroy a season. So we have to wait and see, man, who they, because I was telling you, like I told you earlier, I said, man, I'm done for the season. But then I told my wife, I said, I can't do that. I can't just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not gonna watch no more games. I'm pissed off. She just said, well, sweetheart, why do you tell your guys that you used to coach, never give up, never say you quit, never, but then you do it?
Yeah.
So, you know,
and there again, Coach, I survived them terrible 90s from Gibbs to Blake, and I never did give up on my Sooners then. And this, I know this has a lot of facsimile to the 90s, but guys, just in my opinion, watching last night's game, we was one OC and one quarterback away from winning that game last night. And I've been telling everybody when Seth was fired and they brought in Joe John and he made that. I mean, he kind of turned it around against Ole Miss and then went crazy at Maine. I was, hold up. Joe John is just a Band-Aid on a bleeding wound right now. Don't give him a 1-year contract. Don't even give him a freaking interview. Because he ain't an OC. Plain and simple. I mean, so that's just my 2 cents.
I'm sorry, Sunetta. You know what, Jimmy? Before last week, I was saying, well, man, there are certain guys on that offensive staff that is untouchable. You can have the best person at a certain job, but everybody around you make you look bad. And I think now, how many years has Bill Beanbo not had a good OC?
Never.
Besides this year. Yeah, Levy last year. Yeah, Levy last year, and we were still scoring 40 and 50 points. We just wasn't winning the ball games because we didn't have the talent yet. This is the first year, and I had to go back and check, man, because I'm a I'm a I'm a I'm a product of my own, whatever you want to call it. I like to go back and
Product
check
of
my
your own
stats.
raising, coach.
I'll take that. I got to go back and check things before I start saying things, man, because I try to always make sure, man, that I speak from the heart, but I speak truth and I try to be as open, as honest as I can be. This is the first year that Bill Beanbolt has not had a good OC. He had Lincoln for 7 years. He had Josh before that, and then he wasn't even here. So he's always had either the best or, and Josh Heupel did call good games. He just wasn't. Good example, Josh Heupel. When he was here at Oklahoma, he was not the same Josh he is now at Tennessee.
No, no.
It's levels to this shit. That's my new
Yeah.
word. There's levels to this shit.
Levels to
And
this shit.
we're asking Seth and Joe John to be where Josh is or Lincoln is. That's unfair.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln been calling plays, man, since Mike Leach was coaching at Texas Tech. So he
Yeah.
got 10, 15 years of experience. So this is what I had to learn. Like, damn, I didn't think about that. Joe John and Seth together have about 5.5 years of OC calling.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh has shit. He been on staff since 06, 07.
Mm-hmm.
And then we let him go in 16. Oh, excuse me, in 15. So he got 9 years at Oklahoma. Then he goes to
Mm-hmm.
UCF. Then he leaves UCF. And then he goes to Tennessee. So they've been doing this shit for a long period of time. And this is what I had to go back to and say, the way we're playing this year is because we don't have no experience at play calling. What you just
Mm-hmm.
said a few minutes ago, Xavier Robertson ran that damn ball 6 times in a row and he got about 40 yards. You know what we did the next 3 plays? Throw that damn thing. I'm gonna milk that cow and ride that bull until he can't breathe no more.
How many times did Barry Switzer milk Billy Sims?
Hey. Also, remember when I told you in the car earlier? I was like, we don't have nobody on the sideline that's going to BV, that's going to Jackson Arnold, that's going to Jordan Filling and saying what? Give me the fucking ball.
Give me that damn ball.
Give me the ball.
Exactly. Yeah.
I told you I had a player do it to me, and I had to go back to the footage and say, you know what? My bad. But he ran blitches that next day. But I want a dog on my team to say, give me the freaking ball. I want it. I want it. And nobody did that last night, man. Nobody was like, give me the freaking ball.
Right.
And that's what bothers me, man, is that we live in an age to where everything is so freaking politically correct. I hate that crap. Just play football.
Yeah.
So okay.
Then why was Levy co-signing JJF saying that he's ready to call plays?
He thought he was ready. What he wanted to do was get his best friend a job.
Yeah. That was that buddy system, wasn't it?
That's all that it was. Who said that?
John Russell.
Oh, and also to Rob. Hey, Rob, man, I did see that, man. Hold on. Already, but no one gives. No, man, we give a crap. I want to go back to what you said. Let me go back right here. So you have humbled me, and I have to admit to my God-given genius. It has rarely served me, but I have yet to see anyone who compares to my talents. Dad wanted me to be a lawyer, mom a doctor. Well, let me tell you, my mother still to this day think I'm supposed to be a minister. Still to this day, he said, you're going to be a minister. And I was like, the way my mouth is, yeah.
Rob just said my genius is a heckler.
But
it takes all it takes all of us, Rob.
Yeah. Our passing game got worse from playing Ole Miss and getting two guys who are thank you. Yes, that's what I'm just saying.
Yes.
It's no, it is Venables. He is an assistant, maybe the best, but come on. Yeah, I mean, look, Rob, it's beginning to look that way, man.
It is.
I'm not gonna sit here
And
and try to sugarcoat it and say, no, man. Hey, that old saying, "What have you done for me lately?"
yeah.
It's
But
beginning to
Rob,
look that way.
what I was saying is I'm not ready to give up on him just yet because I want to see who the OC he hires and base my opinions off of that.
This is the one thing that I know that he had no control over. To bring in a new OC after he fired Seth would have been a disaster
Yeah.
because you can't learn a whole new program during a season
No,
while you're
no,
trying to
no,
get.
no.
That's why you have off season and OTAs and all that because you're implementing that new playbook over all those months. You can't do that and then learn footage for an opponent and then play that. It just won't work. So now, next year is going to be the make or break for Brent Venables
Mhm.
next year.
Right.
There is no ands, ifs, or buts. Defense is still going to be top notch. You got to bring an OC in that demands respect from day one, and you give him complete control. See, he's
Right.
still not giving Zach Alley complete control. Zach Alley is doing his damn job, but you
Mhm.
still see BV over there in the defensive huddle. If I was Zach, get your ass away from me.
Exactly.
You got
And
you
and
got other you got other problems that you got to deal with.
and
You
there
go
and there
deal with
again,
that.
coach, you and I talked about this earlier today. Uh Joe John acts like he's scared to call fucking plays.
He is. He is. Look, this is the way if I was Joe John, I'm looking at it. I'm already gone anyway.
Yeah.
If you really want to be honest, I'm not doing enough to keep my job. Why do I think if I stay mediocre that I'm going to retain my job? A
Mhm.
lot of this is on BV. No, I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. This is on BV as a bad hire.
Yeah.
Lazy and didn't want to go out and try to find some. And there again, guys, we're not bashing BV. We just said a
No,
bad
no,
hire
no.
because I've hired people. I've 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 had people come in here and clean my house, and I pay them before they come and clean, and they do a half-ass job. Now I'm pissed. Whose fault was that?
Rob,
So yeah,
how broken will you be after another year? Rob, like I said, I'm just basing this off of the next OC hire, brother. I'm not ready to jump on the BV fire wagon yet.
Stephen G, I'm giving you 2 thumbs up. That's what I said today. Whoever BV hires as an OC needs to bring in his own damn quarterback. Yes,
Sure does.
yeah.
Sure does.
But hold on. We got a 5-star that committed a few days ago.
Who's that?
What's his name? Hold
The
on.
kid from California?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go back and get it. Chad something. I was looking at it
Yeah.
today, and here's the thing. So when I see that, and people, you'll see it here in a few minutes. When I see a 5-star commits to a program that has this much problem, lets me know 2 things. They already know who their OC is. The job has already been given to him. He just ain't
Mhm.
said nothing yet. Because you don't get a 5-star like that coming to a program that OC and shit is all disarray. They already know who they're gonna hire.
Ben G, I think it's in the 26 class, ain't it, coach? He asked in the 25 or 20. I think it's 26.
26. 20, yeah,
Yeah,
26.
26.
Oh, yes, go
So
next year and everything. Yeah, go ahead.
let me ask you this, coach. How do you think Kevin Sperry's going to do when he walks into here?
Kevin Sperry is a kid, man, that loves OU.
Yeah.
It's not about the coach, it's not about he loves OU. The same way, man. Look, when I graduated Spiral, man, I
My bad.
really, really, really wanted a scholarship at OU.
Mhm.
And the only thing that hurt me and everything, man, it's kind of hard being 6 foot and 190 pounds and everything, man, and think you want to play Division 1 quarterback.
Right.
Back in those days, the prototype was 6'5", 6'4",
Yeah.
big guys, quarterback. But
Oh,
now
oh, excuse
I had 4.4 speed back in the 80s and 90s. So they were like, I never got a scholarship to Oklahoma. I got one and everything, man, to NEO. I got one man to Langston. I got one man to University of Central Arkansas. I got one from back in the day. Damn, I got to think long time because I had like 14 of them. I had one man that was from what was that place in Texas?
Yeah,
Texas
stink
State.
ass cat. It was O'Neal. O'Neal, who that 26 commit is.
Yeah. So, but my point is that I want to go to OU, but since I didn't go, I still had to go and do my job and try to get a scholarship, man, and go. But when I tore my ligament and lost my scholarship at NEO, I had to go to UCA. And it was the same year that Scottie Pippen came out that I was right behind him. And I'll never forget it, man. I went there, man, and it was just a disarray. It was a shit show. It was a shit show, man. And that's when I really fell in love with football and everything, man, because I was a basketball player. Football wasn't my thing. But now it is. Football is my thing now.
Yeah.
But man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I told you when Woody held that guy, I'm like, you see, we got pressure on his ass, and he running backwards. He can't throw 60 yards. Why are you holding?
Right.
But it just seemed like bonehead plays, man, has always killed us this year. When we went 6-6, we was that close to breaking some of those games open. Now this year, I don't know what the hell we doing, man. I'm being honest.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach. At what point do we start questioning Joe C?
Next year.
Yeah. I mean,
hold on. John Russell, we've already been yelling shit about that. We've been yelling about that all damn day. If they throw another damn bubble screen to Bauer Sharp, I'm gonna throw up in my damn mouth. He has no athletic skills. If you're gonna do that, put Helms in. Don't put Bauer Sharp ass in. He got 2 cement boot shoes on. Tight end jet sweeps and tight end flat pass disqualifies you for getting to look. Yes. Look, when have you ever seen Lincoln throw to a tight end on a bubble screen or a back throwback? Never. Mark Andrews was running wheel routes against Texas, catching the ball down the sideline. That's what you do. You look for mismatches. And that's why I say Joe John is not an OC, because he don't. When I was an OC, I would watch footage and make up plays for certain teams. We have a different wristband for almost every team, because I look at film and say, oh shit, they don't have nobody in the flats when I have a 12 personnel and so I fake a jet sweep, roll out to the right. Everybody shifts except the tight end. We do a bubble screen back to the tight end. Ain't nobody near his ass, because we moved the whole damn package away from everybody and threw back to him. We don't just say down, sit hut, and throw a bubble screen to the damn tight end when ain't nobody moved. Get the fuck out that crap, man. Y'all got me cussing.
Well, here, Coach, this was my thinking for Joe C. Okay. He came to the program in 97. Fired Blake in 98, hired Bob Stoops. Yes, we won the national championship in 2000. Now, granted, national championships are hard to win, but in Joe C's 27 years, he's only produced one national championship. And what program at OU can we hang our hat on? It's definitely not the football team. It's softball and gymnastics. How long can us football fans, how long have we been able to say that we can hang our hat on the softball and gymnastics program when football has been the bread and butter of this program? That's the reason I'm bringing up the Joe C thing. I know he's been here for a long time, and we really haven't had to hire a head coach in a long time since Bob Stoops. Bob Stoops come in, he handed the keys to Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley effed that all up. And but I'm trying to think like the Board of Regents and the donors. And
Hold on. Garrett, send me. Hey, I'm gonna give you my email address. Garrett Bulwer. You gotta send me your address. I got you a left ass cheek t-shirt and a left ass cheek hat. I've been trying to find you for the last few weeks, man. For those who don't know, Garrett sent me $200, man, on my Venmo for my clinic that I had starting last week, and it ends next week. And we were able to get 2 more kids into our clinic. So we got 300 kids all together. Thanks to Garrett, we had 2 that was left out. They won't allow us to pay for it out of our own pocket. It has to be a donation. It has to be something that was given from someone else not on staff. So send me your address because I'm going to send you that stuff, man, because I appreciate that, man. We set a record for 300 kids that will be able to do this clinic for the next 2 weeks, man. So I commend you for that, man. And I want to clap you up for that, man, because that was a great thing for you to do, man. And you didn't have to do it because $200 is a lot of money for some people to give, man. But you gave it out of your kindness of your heart, and I appreciate that. So
I got it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Coach. I got a shout out to Garrett of my own. He's donated twice to my channel. So Garrett, you're a jewel, dude. I mean, he's an awesome dude.
So I'm gonna put this in here, and you just email me your address, and I'm gonna get that out to you, man. Because I told Jason I've been trying to find you for the last few days because that means a lot to me, man. Even though we talk about sports and we do things, man, the passion that I have for teaching these kids, a lot of these clinics and everything, man. Because when I get in there, it's like stuff like this. You see disarray with football teams and players that don't know a left ass cheek from a right ass cheek, but then they get out there and do some stupid shit. We're teaching them the basic things, man, that they can learn. And that means a lot to me. So I commend you for that. Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna ride that left ass cheek and right ass cheek to the damn bank.
But did I make any sense about the Joe C thing, Coach? I mean, because like I said, I'm trying to think like the regents and the board of regents and the donors. Do you think the donors and the board of regents are not blowing through the freaking roof right now over this debauchery?
No, because you know why? When you're making the kind of money that they're making now in the SEC, the real true diehard fans and the boosters that have put money into the program, maybe them. But when you get to the administrative side and all that, the people that, make sure that the program and everything is there to exist, make sure that everything is taken care of from the board of regents, they're worrying about the checks that they're getting from the SEC. That's what they're worrying about. They're not worrying about who the football coach is. They're not worrying about who the OC is. That's on the AD. That's on the president of the university. Now, if the president of the university is a real big fan, now when I coached high school, the principal was a real big football fan. So there was some times to where I didn't go to the AD. I could go to the principal and say, "Hey, I need this," and I got it. Because my AD didn't know his left foot from right foot. So I just think, man, after next year we're gonna see everything. I really believe that we need to give BV a good OC because Lincoln did destroy it. People keep saying he didn't. Lincoln was the OC. So once he left, not only did we lose the OC, we lost the coach. The defense as well. So you have to replace a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, D-back coach, linebacker coach, defensive line coach. Then they fired the strength coach. There are so many people that they lost when
there's a name. There's a name I haven't seen come up in a coon's age. That was one of my first subscribers, Marjorie Anderson. Hey, darling, good seeing you. She's followed me since day one. Yes, Switzer had a lot different problems in his situation, Marjorie. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Eh,
exactly.
I've been worried about Marjorie because on my historic stuff, I haven't seen her come up or nothing, and I thought I was worried, Coach. I'm just glad to see Marjorie.
Hey,
Uh,
welcome to the show, Marjorie. Welcome to the show. Hey guys, I know a lot of you guys are on his channel, man, but just hit the like button, man, for us, man. We
yeah, hit
really
the like.
appreciate that. But Big Rob has a good point. Jackson Arnold is playing scared.
Yes.
I told you that last night.
Yeah.
There's no way you fumbled that ball. That last play when he fumbled that ball, that's on BV
Mm-hmm.
because you saw receivers down there waving their hand like they don't know what the play is. Then Jackson snaps the ball, and the receivers don't move because they don't know what the play is, and then he rolls out and fumbles the ball. Call a timeout.
Exactly.
The game is tied.
Exactly.
There's nothing. Look, I know you want to try to save every second you can, but a good play is a good play. A terrible play might cost you the game, which it did. If we don't have everything going and everything precise and what we're going to run, call timeout.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
tell my quarterbacks, if I call a play and the guys are not moving, running right, call timeout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get reorganized and do it. But why would you snap a damn ball when you got receivers looking at you like, what's the play? And then you
Yeah.
roll out and wonder why nobody moving. I
Right.
just man, when that happened, man, I just turned my TV off, and went to bed, man. I just
How
went to bed.
broken will you be after another year?
I'm not really broken right now. I'm just pissed.
Yeah, we're
Pissed.
just Rob. We're just
I'm never gonna be
pissed.
broken. I'm never gonna be broken because I'm a fan, but I don't now if this was something that it was life or death and oxygen was required to people, if OU won, that's different. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just a game. And like I said, all I gotta do is turn it off.
Yeah.
I'll turn
Yeah.
it off. It'll be with me for a day or two, but then I let it go.
Can I bring up something, Coach?
What's up?
I'm not going to mention his name, but I was listening. He's a good podcaster, by the way, one of the good ones. But I was listening to his podcast earlier today. Can you believe that on social media, some Oklahoma fans are so pissed off at this that they are wishing BV's wife cancer return?
See, that's not about football. See,
No.
that's the shit. See, that's the shit. Like I told you, when I get upset sometime, that's the shit that I don't, you know, we live in a day and age right now, man, where everybody's already fucking crazy, you know, from religion, politics, sexual preference, and everybody's already disarray. Why would you wish harm on a man's wife that beat
Right.
cancer just because he's not winning ball games? That is the stupidest shit
Yeah.
I heard in my life, man.
Yeah, and it could be whether it's trolls or not, it's pathetic. I mean, because cancer is one thing that you I would not wish on anybody because my mother passed away from cancer. I've had relatives pass away from cancer. I've had best friends pass away from cancer. And when you're sitting there talking that kind of crap, that to me that automatically ruins you as an OU fan in my book.
Yeah.
You're nothing more than a piece of shit to me.
Well, I'll call you out on it because that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's wife, that's
Yeah,
somebody's grandmother. That's a
yeah.
whole different thing, man, to where I don't even jump into that category, man, because I'll turn to a damn Coach Royal and tell him I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just the way it is. I don't. That's below the belt, and that's something, man, that you should never wish harm on nobody.
I mean, I can
Never.
honestly say, I mean, there's some Texas fans in my chat, Rob and all of them, and we might banter back and forth between OU and Texas, but one thing we don't do is we don't get personal with the family. I've never seen that. As far as the Horns people on that subscribe to my channel, I mean, we'll sit there and argue all day long about OU and Texas, but I've never seen anything personal. taking personal shots at each other. That I mean, that's God. That's mm.
He
So
says, legend, you were around in the early '80s when fans wanted Switzer fired. They
yeah,
were wrong then, and they are wrong now. It is under. Hold on, hold on. Sorry about that. Underbelly of Sony. Yes, underbelly.
yeah.
Here's the thing, man. It's okay for a fan to say they want somebody fired.
Hmm.
That's your right. You know,
That
when you
is
come
your
to a
right.
big when you come to a big program like Oklahoma, man, and you don't have tough skin, you might want to go to a different school because this fan base has always been known for winning, and when they
Yeah,
start losing, that's when you mix losing with alcohol is a bad combination.
that's right. That's right. And I'll
Uh,
tell you right now, Coach. One thing that this Sooner boy don't do is I don't follow OU Twitter. That place
oh,
is so freaking toxic. It ain't even funny.
you know what happened one day, Coach? I mean, I was coaching the game. No, I was coaching the game. To me, you're a coach. To me, you're a coach. You getting baptized. Hell, you start calling you Coach Legend.
Coach
Uh,
Legend.
there was one time, man, that when I'm doing the ball game, man, I had not a slight heart attack, but it was like a
Mhm.
pain in my chest, man, to where I had to go get checked out by the nurse during the ball game. And when I could not return, there was people, man, that was like, Coach quit. Coach don't care about the guys and all that. But
Mhm.
no one knew, man, that I was literally fighting for my life in that tunnel, having chest pains, couldn't breathe, thing like that, because I devoted everything to those kids, to where my Saturdays was for those kids, my Sundays was for those kids, my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If a kid tell me, hey coach, my mom and dad didn't come, I ain't got to ride home. I'm going to go get him. Oh, hey coach, I'm off work, but my mom can't come get me. I'm thinking about walking home. No, I'm coming to get you. Those are shit that we go through as coaches, man. So it ain't just X's and O's. It's
Yeah.
not just, there are guys that really, really love these kids, man. And as a fan, you're so damn little minded that you think it's about X's and O's only. There's shit
Mhm.
that goes on after those ball games.
That's right. You're right, Coach. And I'm going to give a shout out to my Texas fans. A buddy of mine, diehard Sooner. Mike, why do you like going to Texas? Well, I used to be a musician, and let me tell you right now, my type of music, country music, the old country music, where you still heard fiddle and steel guitar. You go down to Fort Worth and Bandera, Texas, and Brady, Texas. My type of country music is getting played, and I love that Texas country. And let me tell you, when I would play them honky tonks down there and such, there was never one. And these are diehard Longhorn fans that
Mm.
you know, but never once was the Texas OU game mentioned. We was talking about music, but I've
Yeah.
always loved Texas going to Texas playing music back when I was a musician. I thought I'd drop that to my Texas
Oh no,
fans.
you good. Hey Eric, what did I do? You said we need more like you, coach. I don't know what I did, but I appreciate it. I'll take anything I can get. And then Benji said, Coach Ricks, most programs that make a change also have to start completely over. Gotta stop blaming Lincoln. Nobody's blaming Lincoln. We were talking about back then. I'm
Yeah.
talking about now. Now, this is all on BV. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Lincoln's been, even once Lincoln did leave, BV never blamed Lincoln. Only the fans did.
Yeah. Yeah.
BB
That was
took BB was a man saying, nope, I'm the head coach. Everything's on me.
yeah.
So it's just, I mean, I'm trying to catch up with all these. Man, hey man, I love the comments. I can't even catch up to the comments. we
Yeah,
got so
man.
many, we got so many passionate fans in here, man, listeners in here, man. Hey, I'm trying to
Got
get
the
to all
Texas
of them.
fans in here. I mean, well, man.
I mean, how broken will the team? Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get to all of y'all, man, because I love letting everybody see their question on the screen, man. Because when I was watching shows and podcast people, when I do a question, I would love for that, host to get
Yeah.
to my question, man, and try to answer it. And I'm trying to, man, but hey, y'all coming in like a smooth criminal, man. I can't even, I
They
can't even
coming
do
in
that.
hot, coach.
But that shows passion.
Yeah,
That shows passion, man. And I love that. I love that
me
people are
too,
passionate
coach.
about their team, man. Because you got to be passionate, man. Because that shit last night, man. Ooh,
Ooh,
yeah, yeah. I saw
Greg
that
Roy,
legend.
Greg
Hey,
Ray says Georgia fans are losing their minds right now. Carson Beck is public enemy number one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Do you
hey.
think he should have went in the draft last year with McConkey and Brock Bowers?
You always go when the grease is hot.
And the grease was hot last year.
Grease was sizzling. Now, shit, it's it's ice cream. It's ice cream grease. You can put a fork in it and it'll stand. It ain't. He ain't
And
going nowhere, man.
as I'm watching Carson Beck, a lot of these passes this year that he's trying to thread the needle on, Brock Bowers or Lad McConkey could have made that play, but he don't have them two anymore. So,
Yeah.
and that's not throwing shade against Georgia. I mean, I'm just he should, like you said, he should have went while the grease was hopping and hopping.
Yeah, Benji. Fans go overboard with it. I hear it all the time with Sark and his alcoholic past. We have clowns in our fan base shaking my head. Man, look, whenever somebody overcomes something, man, and their life is better, we should praise that, man.
Yeah,
Not try to go back and degress that guy or make that guy feel like shit. That man is also
exactly.
going through a divorce right now, man. So we fans got to chill this shit out, man. Sometime, man. It's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
what if somebody started to put a light on all the shit that you've done in your life
Mm-hmm.
and make it a focal point? You wouldn't like that as well. You
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't like. Look, it pains me right now, man, that I can't coach no more.
Oh,
It pains
I
me.
bet it does.
It
I mean, it pains
man,
me.
look.
It it pains me, coach, because I'm on disability for PTSD,
Mhm.
and it pains me that I can't go out and do what I loved, and that was driving a truck. I love driving a truck. I, lo-
Yeah.
you know, doing what I loved, and that passion got taken away from me.
Kimberly K, I commend you on this one. There's a very special place. Those people aren't thinking that they can be diagnosed any day. It's so demonic
Demonic.
to touch that topic. Well, here's the thing on that, man. Uh, I lost my father when because he had Agent Orange, he had dementia, and he was
Mm-hmm.
diagnosed with depression.
Yeah.
And to sit there and talk to your father, man, who's known you for 50 years, and then he don't even remember who you are, is a painful thing to go through. And there were people, man, that when I stopped coaching, they were like, uh, well, coach, you have an obligation here. You need to be here coaching. You know, uh, you can do things with your father once the season is over. And I'm like, fuck you. And the horse you rode in on, you know, that's my father, man. And um, it's like a phone call to me. If my wife, my daughter, my grandbaby, my mom, or anybody get hurt, I'm gone.
Right.
Ain't no can I? Ain't no will you let me? I'm gone. Period. So I had to step away from football, man, because my health became an issue. And once mama told me it's either football or me. Okay, football
Mm-hmm.
gone. And it hurts, man. My alarm's still set for Friday night, 4:30. She was like, "Why do you do that to yourself, Will?" I said, "Just leave me alone, woman. I gotta have something. I gotta have something. This horn is with you. I wish nothing but the best for her, and we'll pray." Yeah, man. I wish. I mean, look, we as fans got to stop being so damn childish when it comes to people's health. Um, you know, that's a
You
different
know,
story.
and that's the thing. If you go back to last year and look, here Brent, knowing his wife was fighting breast cancer, I think it was stage 2 or 3, all last year, and having to go out and coach a football team. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
because I know how I was when my mother was going through her treatments and with her cancer. And let me tell you something, I was not in my mindset at all. So that guy Brent has a lot more intestinal fortitude than I have to go do something. I mean, because he could have very well last year took a leave of absence, but he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Family comes first, man, and everybody would have understood that, man.
Yeah.
But one thing, and also too, man, I'm going to at the end of this podcast, man, I'm going to say happy Veterans Day to you tomorrow.
Oh,
I hope that happy Veterans Day to both of us. Hopefully we get
yeah.
I gotta work.
Yeah.
I gotta work though, shit. They don't let me have a day off. They were like, you too important. You know I do too much shit. And I'm like, that
Yeah.
makes no sense to me. They were like,
Yeah.
well, we pay
Happy
you
Veterans Day to you too, Coach.
well, hey, I'm going in because they pay me triple time. Now I'm going in for that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be there bright and early. You ain't even got to worry about calling Will. I'll be there.
I'm in.
Well, Sooner Cowboy, that's not Brent's demeanor. I want a head coach that would be pissed about his team being so bad. The team's not bad. They don't have an OC, and they keep trying to fill in. Okay, put you like this: you got a big ass hole in your. You got a big ass hole in your boat, and your boat is sinking. Are you gonna keep trying to put putty in that damn hole, or are you just gonna try to put some? I mean, just gotta keep it real, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he thought that Seth, the resume, as we saw, Benji, Seth's resume, he thought Seth was gonna be a good hire. Shit, terrible hire.
Terrible.
He thought, okay, Joe John can come in here and at least get us by till next season. Shit. So we just gonna have to wait, man, until the finished product. And that's the one thing as fans we don't like doing. We don't like to sit here and the process. We want to skip process. We want to skip stages. You can't skip stages.
We want to go from the dough to the finished product. None of this kneading the dough and spreading it out and putting the goodies in it, putting the oven, letting it bake for a while. Blah. They want to go from the flour to the finished product of the cake with frosting and everything.
Benji says, by the way, Coach Sark and his wife are back together. Hey, cool. Hey, man, look, I've been married 25 years. I told my wife, if we ever split up, I'm never getting married again. I'm not starting over again. I'm not starting over again. It is, man, look, these women these days, boy, ooh, I have to put my hands on one of them. I'll be in jail, man. Gonna tell me where I can't take you and you ain't gonna go eat because it ain't 5-star and 400, man. Okay.
I'm glad.
F around and find out.
F around and find out. Boy, could you imagine, Coach, and you got children, and I'm sure your neighbor. Could you imagine if one of them's son brought a girl home and she had this big old ring hanging out her nose and her face looks like she went face first in a tackle box and looked like somebody spray painted her hair. Knowing how old school I would probably, I don't know, Coach. I digress.
No. Hey, man, look, my daughter has 4 tattoos. My youngest.
And see, that don't bother me, Coach. I'm just talking. Hey, you've seen these people that has piercings all in their face, their nose, their lips, their tongue, big old quarter-sized things hanging in their ears. I mean, they couldn't pass through an airport metal detector with all the iron. I'm afraid I'd have to say something, Coach.
Look, hey, Sooner Cowboy, I told him, man, I'll give some of my 401k if they just let me just call one game. Let me call
Yeah.
one game.
Just to
I'll
call
get you
one game.
I'll get you 30 at least.
Yeah.
Cause
We're
it's
we
easy. Dude, we be calling plays. I be calling Jason. They're like, damn, dude. I'll be calling shit. I'll be texting my friends like, hey, man, if I was them, I run this. He was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Or I do this, or I have this guy go. I sent Jason screenshots and then edited it and was drawing the plays in the thing. He was like, dude, the ball game's on. Stop doing that shit. And I was like, I gotta tell somebody, man, because it's easy to call offense. That's why I like Sark. Do you ever see Sark over there complaining about plays he called?
no. Uh-uh.
Calm,
Cool.
collected, because he done it for so many years
Yeah.
and he knows what he wants to call. I call
It's like
plays to set your ass up for the actual real play that I want to run. So I'll run a dummy play to see what you're gonna run. And I'll do it again to make you think, oh yeah, he gonna run this shit again. And then soon when your ass cheat down, I'll go right where you just came from. That's what play calling is. And
yeah.
that's why I'm like, dude, you're making how much did Joe John make?
It's in like, is it a
150?
million?
100?
100?
Huh?
No, 150,000. I think
I was getting ready to
200,000.
say you
I,
need a refund. Shit.
yeah,
Okay, let's just say the base salary for OC 200,000, 300,000 is
something like
for
that.
a sorry Division 2. Okay. You mean tell me that right now in my life I'm okay. But you mean tell me I can go make $150,000 just calling plays and that's it? I'll work actually 3 or 4 hours out of a week calling plays and then the rest of them just planning to playbook. Man, shit. Y'all got to get rid of me.
And
I'll be in that
Billy, I
damn
do it.
hey,
Oh, go ahead, coach.
no,
I, I
I'm in that locker room every damn day.
Billy Blanton, I do agree with you. OU ability to actually develop QBs is alarming. I can't disagree with that. Rob.
And look, what I'm
Rob, you
really looking
crazy.
forward to is to see how OU girls softball do
Yeah, yeah,
because we know.
we know.
Now, here's a puncher. Let me give you a scenario. Let's say Patty go out there and don't have a good year.
Hmm.
Folks gonna call for Patty's job.
They are knowing this fan base. Yes, they'll call for her job if she don't go out.
That'd be a damn fool.
Yeah,
That lady done gave you 8 championships, eight national championships in the last 12 years. Get the hell out of here with that shit.
yeah. I mean, they're as great as OU softball has been playing. They're due one bad year. I mean, but I don't look for them to have a bad year this year. But oh well,
Yeah. Hey, Billy.
900K.
Hey, Billy Blank. 1-5 in that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we're
But
all we're all trying to.
how many actually are losses that OU didn't contribute to? Now I can't sit here and say if was a fifth, we all be drunk. I know.
That's right.
If if out of those games, I can sit here and tell you Texas was the only game they should have lost because they had Ole Miss down.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, they came in here and played like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri, I don't want to talk about that shit.
No,
That was just terrible. And then Tennessee, you
Tennessee.
could have won that game,
Mm-hmm.
but you just I don't know,
Agree.
man. Like I said, I'm just a lowly ex high school coach that don't know shit, and I just hey, I would
You-
not want to call plays. My calling in life is armchair quarterback, and I'm great at it. Oh, that was a good one, Greg. I would not want to call plays. My calling in life is armchair quarterback. You know, dude, that was a good one right there. I like that one, Greg. That was a good one. Quarter, chair quarterback. Damn. All right.
But as far as that, coach, I mean, I can't. The only thing I can explain about last night is Oklahoma snatched the jaws of defeat out of the jaws of victory last night.
Rob, what the hell?
That's what I was laughing about a while ago, Coach Rob.
What the hell? I only have one tattoo on my privates that says Tiny.
Tiny.
Until I get excited and it says Tiny's Bar and Grill.
that ought to be the comment of the day right there.
Oh my God, I gotta say that one. I gotta put a star on that one. I gotta put a star on that one. Oh my God, Spencer Rattler and your boy now. Nah, I'm not. Nah, he'll never be my boy. All the other ones were transferred. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Baker Mayfield and Kyler, I think, was what he was talking
Hold on,
about.
Coach Ricks. Joe John Fielding earns $900,000 a year. His contract runs through, and he also receives $25 annual. Well, shit, and he need to get that money back. I'm a big believer. If you don't earn your paycheck, hey, let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah,
and get your answer on this. Okay. All right. Everybody answer this question. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the. Okay, I finally caught up. I'm gonna go back.
Excuse me.
Catch up some of these. Let me give y'all all a scenario, and I want to see what y'all say. Let's say that you guys took over a company, and you worked for that company for 2 years.
Right.
All right. 2 years. You did everything for 2 years. Ran marketing, did everything for 2 years. All right. Then they say, hey, we want you to train somebody to come in here and take over this for you. Oh, okay, cool. But he's going to be your boss. Okay. He's going to be your boss. You do that. Okay. Yearly bonuses come in. You've been there 2 years, so the bonus should go to you. But since you don't have the title no more, the bonus goes to him.
Ooh.
Would you be upset if the 10 grand bonus goes to someone who has not done the work? Yes or no?
Hell yeah, I'd be upset.
Yes or no? Yes or no? I want to see how many people say yes or no. Yes or no? Would you be upset that you did all the work for that 2 years, but someone else came in there and just because they had the title as regional manager, they got the bonus? Would you be upset? So the Cowboys said, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Boy,
Well,
there would be some fisticuffs going on in that one with me.
Not one coach on that team should get okay. That happened to me a few months ago. All right. And the guy felt bad because he was like, well, man, I didn't know that it was supposed to be for you because I know you did the work. So he said, well, I want to give you something because I feel bad about it. I said, all right, cool. Out of 10 grand for the yearly bonus, he want to give me $100 gift card.
I got one better, Coach. Do you know how I would act if that 10 grand bonus went to this dude? Have you ever seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when Chevy Chase has the meltdown?
Yeah.
That would be me. Okay. That would be me.
Hey, I was so mad, man. I threw that damn gift card back at him, man. I was like, you know what? I'm going home. I quit. I quit, and I'm not going back home. All right. What are you doing? My wife is sitting here with a measuring tape in her hand. Are you measuring my door?
Hallelujah. Where's the Tylenol?
No, look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show all you guys. Look, my wife sold my couch today. My couch was right there. All right, and she's doing what? I got my TV. I got all my stuff on the wall. I got all my trophies and everything down there. So she's trying to redo my man cave, and I was like, isn't it called a man cave for a reason? for what I want and how I want things done. So Benji, the reason why I would train someone to be my boss supervisor because I stepped down. I didn't want to travel no more and staying in out of hotels and everything. I have a granddaughter now, so spending time with my granddaughter, spending time with my wife and everything is more important than traveling all over the world trying to fix problems for people. So that's why I stepped down. So
Yeah, we got to give
uh,
Billy Blanton a shout out too. He's a
hey,
vet, 6-time
all the
combat.
guys,
Yeah,
for all the people that's veterans in this chat in the podcast, man, I commend you guys, man. I salute you guys, man, because I've dealt with a lot of veterans throughout my life, man, and those are the best conversations. Those are the best storytellers, man. We got some stories for your ass that we've done
yeah.
over the years and places and things. Like I met a guy, man, last week at Costco that I served with when I was over in Afghanistan,
Oh wow.
and he knew me. He was like, "Dude, you look familiar," and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, my podcast coaching, what?" He like, "No, man." He said, "You you look familiar," and I'm like, "Okay, you ever served?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You ever served over in Afghanistan?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What unit?" I said, "HHB 212 Brigade." He was like, "Field Artillery?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I knew you." I'm like, "Okay, I don't know where this shit going. I don't know what you're talking about." But he's like, "No, man, you should drive around Colonel Jones, didn't you?" I said, "How the hell you know Colonel Jones?" And dude, we start talking, man. It is the best feeling, man, dude. Meet up with some veterans that or just listen to some of the stories, man. The stories will blow you away, man.
You know,
Stories will
you
blow
know
you
what?
away.
You know what the difference between a fairy tale, and a war story is, don't you?
What?
A fairy tale starts out once upon a time, and the war story starts out no shit. Check this out, dude.
Hold on. Billy Blunden said, hold on. Billy said, hold up, 212. Hey, was you in 212? Hey, what's going
212.
on? What's going on, Billy? Was you in 212 headquarters? Yes, no. Yes, no. If so, you gotta holler at me, bruh. You gotta holler at me.
See, this is what I love about this, Coach. No matter what fan base you come from, there's always common ground with
Mm-hmm.
with with everybody, whether it be through selective service or this that. There's always common ground that people would try to set us. It's fun to joke around with the rivals. That's
Yeah.
a given. But I always try to find common ground with my Texas fans, with my Missouri fans.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, all I want to do is just have a good podcast, have Texas
Yeah.
Longhorn fans, Tiger fans. I don't care who you are. Uh,
Yeah.
Come in the chat. We can find some common ground to bullshit about. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
No, man. I'm all about that, man. How would you guys hold on? Hold on. Uh-oh. 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 I didn't know I was up for the damn job.
Coach, I would go to bat for you.
No, I couldn't do it, man, because I slap shit out somebody, man. I
You'd
lose
be
my job the first. Hey, I'm old school, man. The first time I hear, well, I ain't doing that. I'm slapping the shit out of somebody, man. It was. I'm trying to get back to what he said. I'm looking for Billy to say, was he in 212? He said, I'm retired Florida Observer. Okay,
He said,
I
"Give me
got
a
it.
minute and I'll look."
Okay, because
Well, heck,
yeah,
we're all represented today. You got 212. Uh, I was a Ranger, 3rd of the 75th.
hey, you know
Why?
what, man? I started with some Rangers, man. When I was in Fort Benning, Georgia, in jump school, there were a few Rangers that was there with us, and I remember, man, on our first jump, the instructor said, "All right, Rangers up." Ranger came up. He said, "All right, there's 2 ways out: jump out, get knocked out."
Yeah.
I
Let
said,
me
huh?
tell you something.
That you jump out or get knocked out. I said, well, if you knock him out, the parachute won't open. That's why you better jump out.
You
That
know,
dude
that's
was tough hell, man.
that
Yeah, go ahead.
that's why when I face a life challenge after being out of the service, any anything that comes before me, I mean, I try to make a challenge of it, but if you can go through Ranger school and pass this course and get your Ranger tab, you've done something.
Man, being
And
a ranger's hard, man.
oh my,
That is that. I mean, I wanted to be special ops, but I just couldn't pass the cycle evaluations and everything, man. And then on top of that, I had asthma, so holding my breath a long period of time and everything, man. Being in the gas chamber a lot and everything, man, and being under the be under the water for so long,
hmm
my wingspan wasn't what it was supposed to be. So I was medically discharged and everything from being a special ops. So I had to go to either uh I was a 13 Charlie, which was we jump out of helicopters and everything and fix
yeah,
the SINGUARD radios,
yeah,
comm radios, or things like that. But I mainly worked down at the field artillery at the gun line. We would send down coordinates to the gun line in order to and where to shoot and where not to shoot, what's the red zone, things like that.
yeah.
That's where I was. So I was with all the officers and all that. So I had a good damn time when I was in there.
I did too.
I I didn't really see grunt work, but
Oh, I did.
I hated going out TDY, man, for 80 and 90 days out in the goddamn woods, man, the damn pump tent and everything, man. I hated that
Oh
shit.
yeah,
I
which
I I wish I would
I
love to be
was
an Air
11
Force guy.
Bravo.
Oh shit,
I
yeah, you
was
definitely out
11.
there. You definitely out there in the damn mud.
Oh yeah, we was in the mud, and I can't tell you how many miserable nights I spent in winter training at Fort Drum, New York. I can't tell you how many dry, miserable JRTCs at Fort Irwin, California I spent. I can't tell you how many times I was in that miserable son bitch of Fort Polk, Louisiana, in Leedsville. Oh, oh,
No, I didn't
rough.
work the FTC. I didn't work that. No, but I knew
Oh,
some. I
man,
think some.
gee, I forgot to tell you, Happy Veterans Day, brother. I forgot, you were a Marine. Thank you
Hey,
for your
I'm
service.
not to get too far off this. I want to ask you a question
Yeah, yeah. Go
about
ahead.
about this team. I'm
Hmm.
so glad I did my CAX exercise early and on my Marine times. Once I got to VA, it was smooth sailing. I always tell people this, man. This is an honest God truth about serving in the military, and this is honest God truth. So if you never served and you're thinking about doing it, and you're unsure, here's vital information for you. If you are a yes sir, no ma'am kind of person, you'll be fine. It's those knuckleheads that get in there that think that you can't tell me shit. Them the ones that they break real fast and everything. Cause we had a guy from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, oh, big 6'3", 250-pound guy, white guy, cool as hell. Came in there, man, think he just ran shit. And what he don't realize, I grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's gang banging in Little Rock. So I'm used to these. So we there, and you do the pugil sticks. Are you there, Mike? Or you froze? I think Mike froze. Damn, I just saw him if he was froze. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, Mike. Hey, anyway, finish the story. Uh, damn it. We were sitting there, and the guy was like, "Hey, man, you in my bunk." And I was like, "Man, look, get with me, man. I ain't with that shit. Gone, gone." So we sitting there talking, man. And like I said, I'm just a cool, mellow guy, man. I'm not. Don't let nothing bother me. Well, I was a platoon guy when we was in basic because I was the only one that could march and call cadence to get everybody to chow and to the BX or PX and everything like that. So I would march everybody where they got to go. Man, he wanted to come up there, man, and tell me I'm gonna be a platoon guy today. And when I tell you, man, I hit that motherfucker that dude so hard, man. I think he fell, and when he hit his head and everything, man, I got in trouble. I got I got CQ duty for like 30 days because I gave him a concussion. I want to whoop his ass, man, because I'm just it, the meaning of what I was trying to say today. I was trying to tell Sooner Legend something that he had told me earlier that you guys don't know about. So only he was the one that would have known what I was talking about. So it was something that happened, and now that he's not on here, it don't make no sense. So I'm just gonna let him watch this and replay, and then catch it and see if he can catch on. But hopefully he jumps back in here so we can talk about that. But I'm gonna get back on some of this OU stuff. Oh man, those are the types that end up breaking down and crying, but they get well, yeah, okay, yeah. Back on that. Anyway, this big guy man came in, thought that he couldn't be broke. And he was like, I'm bigger than everybody. You can't tell me nothing. Well, we had a female drill sergeant, bad little black chick, man. Everybody scared of her ass, man. She was terrifying, man, because the hat was like over their eyes like that, man, and you couldn't see them and everything if they were looking at you or not. Well, he wanted to battle her in the pugil sticks. Now, one thing about drill sergeants that if you don't know, these MFs been doing this for a long time. So if you come to think that you're gonna beat them, you got another thing coming. Man, she whooped his ass with that pugil stick, man. And I mean, she beat the hell out of him, man. And I guess he felt like since he was bigger and stronger, that he would carry a bigger wallop when he hit her. He didn't touch that woman, man. She whooped shit out his ass, man. and I laugh about it, man, because even that is a good memory, man, that I miss it. I miss it so much and everything. So Billy, you said you were what base was it at? I've been to Fort Riley, Kentucky, Fort Hood, Texas, Bliss, Korea, Polk, Fort Sill, Oklahoma, Knox. I ain't been to Knox. I've been to Korea. I've been to Fort Hood. I've been to Fort Riley. Of course, I've been to Fort Sill. Oh, that's pretty cool, Billy. That's pretty cool. Oh, he said his internet went down. Hey, man, you got to buy more quarters. Yes, you got to buy more quarters, man. I'm gonna keep it going, man. Hopefully, you get back in here, man. But yes, man. So if you are a good person, man, that is yes sir, no sir, you'll be fine in the military, man. It's just the ones that think that they can't be broken. Those are the ones, man, that have a hard time um, in boot camp. We had, I think he's back. I think he's back. Are you good?
Yeah, I got this Green Acres Hooterville internet. You got to climb up on top of the telephone pole.
I thought you went and got some more quarters.
Yeah, I had to get quarters.
Yeah. Thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you, Kimmy
I
K.
was listening to I was listening to you a little bit before the service came back on, and we had this big guy in basic at Fort Benning, and I mean he was a mountain of a man.
Hmm.
And that's about the time when Rambo come out, and it showed him holding that M60, and that big guy, they made him hold that M60 with one hand, and he couldn't hold it out in front of him for it. That sucker is heavy. I don't. Yeah. Anyway.
No, I was telling them that we had a female drill sergeant, and that big dude that was from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. He felt like
Oh
since he was
Lord.
bigger, that he could beat her in that pugil stick. And I'm
Ah,
like, man, one thing about drill sergeants, they do that shit every day
yeah.
for years, every day. Their job is to break you down and build you back up. So
Yeah. Tear
trust
you
me.
down to the
So
studs and
man, she got in that sand pit. She whooped that ass, man. She whooped that ass, man. He thought that he gonna have a good wallop. So he swung, and when he swung, he extended and showed those ribs. Boy, she tore that ass up, boy.
no, we
Yeah, Benji,
no
we train
BNG.
with
We
cadets.
we did. I mean,
The
we had
instructor
female drill sergeants, but we didn't have. We
instructor
wasn't co-ed. It was the men with the men,
dude,
women with the
look,
women.
hey, look, I can say it now, man, because it's 20 years ago. Let me tell you, that was the best time of my life, being a military man. Because when I went in, when I came back from West Point, and when I came back from everything that I had to do, AIT, I was at Fort Sill, and I was a second lieutenant at Fort Sill. So
Ooh.
at my age, I couldn't be with the enlisted. So they
Mhm.
had nowhere to put me because back in the days, all the officers were 40, 50, 60 years old. There wasn't no
Right.
young officers like there are now. So they put me in the female barracks.
Uh-oh.
So hey, me, Spady, Woods, Williams. They call Williams old man because he was older. Me and Spady and Woods was like, when you saw one, you saw the other ones. So they put us in the barracks. Well, we had this big old black guy that reminds us of Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
Big 6 foot 4, 300-pound black guy from Barbados. Couldn't speak a lick of English. Walk
Wow.
around, hey, hey Wicks. I tell her what, get your ass down out them barracks. And I'm like, what is this damn dude saying? So I can say it now because my wife know. I was dating someone that was in the barracks. Now, this is Alpha Bravo, Charlie, Delta. It was a 4-story barracks. 2 girls per room, 50 rooms per floor. Me, Spady, Woods, and Williams were the only males in that barracks. That was the best time of my life, but I'm gonna tell you. hey, boy, hey, all I can say is there was a wolf howling every damn night.
Hey, coach, you being in the Army, even pencils and pens, they had a 2-letter code with a number at the end of it.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
my
hey,
my s- my
hey,
platoon sergeant, when we'd get new privates in the platoon at Fort Benning, he'd
yeah,
send them he'd send them over to Como to get BA 1100 Novembers.
November's.
Think about that. BA 1100 Novembers. Balloons.
Hey, I didn't know what a soup sandwich was until I found out. I didn't know what 8 up was until I found out.
Didn't
I
know
didn't
what a gig
know
line was.
what. Hey, I didn't know that Jamie had my girl back home. you know, all that stuff. But I say that, man, to say this, dude. The drill sergeant would call formation every morning, 5:30 formation every morning, and he knew that I was dating one of the girls in the barracks. Well,
Uh-oh.
I was never allowed up in the barracks. So when we called formation, hey, where Wicks at? Never,
Wicks.
never, never Ricks. Never Ricks. Wicks. Like David Wicks. Where's Wicks? Drill sergeant, he's sick today. Bullshit. He's not sick. He up there with them damn females. Hey, somebody go get Wicks. Somebody go get Wicks. So they come to the barracks. Hey man, where you at? I said, what you want? He said, Drill sergeant, I'm looking for you. Now I'm up on the 3rd floor, and there is no there is no fire escape. There is no pole. There's nothing. So he was like, hey, I want everybody to go stand at the goddamn door. We're going to find out where Ricks is. And he always breathed real hard. We're going to find out where Ricks is. God damn it. So, dude, they came looking for me. Dude, I swear to God, man, the only way to get out that damn story, man, I had to jump from balcony to balcony to balcony down to the floor to get down. How I didn't kill myself, I had no idea. But when I got down there, I'm in the formation. I was like, Drill Sergeant, what you want? He said, hey, Ricks, when the fuck was you at? I said, Drill Sergeant, I had to use the bathroom. Hey, Ricks, let me tell you something. If I find out that you fucking them girls, I'm gonna kill you and everybody that's next to you. So, dude, I had so much fun in the military, man. When I can think back to it and laugh. So, tomorrow, me, Woods, Spady, and Williams, every Veterans Day, we all do a Zoom call and we all talk about old stories, man. So that's gonna be a good day for me
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I got let's see, it's tomorrow. I got
Yeah.
4 or 5 guys from from Benning. I mean, when I was in Benning, they all live around the Georgia, Alabama area now, but they're coming up and they're going to hang out with me tomorrow. And we do the same thing you do. They stay here at the house, and we reminisce and tell each other about all the articles, because people don't realize this. If you was 11 Bravo in the 3rd of the 75th Rangers and your main job was a sniper, I would like to see anybody that went through all of their military career without an Article 15. Because
Hey man,
we wasn't wired right.
yeah. Hold on. Kimberly K says, LOL. Kimberly K, I was forced to join. Back up here to Greg. To Billy, he said, my DD Form 214 only has my last unit, which was 282nd Field Artillery. I'll look it up and drop it on the next video, but I'm pretty sure I've been in your unit. I'm trying to think. 282nd. 282nd. I got a pretty good memory, but I'll have to go back and check. There were some people, man, that was from 281st, and they were out of New Jersey, but that was a long time ago. But let me get off this, man, and get back onto some sports, man, because we jumping off to some crazy stuff, which is good to me because I love talking about just life, man, and this is life. This is you need some laughter and some solace away from football right now, because OU football team is pissing me off right now. So I need to talk about something, man, that makes me happy, it makes me feel good. So but I am going to check the numbers and see who won the shirt. I don't know who got close. I really didn't check.
Damn sure wasn't me.
Well, I felt bad about not jumping on the show with Jason. That really hurt my heart, man. So I really wanted to apologize to my subscribers and my listeners and everything, man, because that's not me. It was just that I was just hurt and I was upset.
We're all different. We're all cut from a different cloth, and you was probably too, and I mean this with all due respect, sir. You was probably too far gone in your feels last night to jump on a podcast. I understand that, because there's times that, especially when I did my reaction video the morning after video this morning, I had to suck it up because I was still deep in my feels. But Coach, I understand, and Jason understands. So, sometimes it's better to sleep it off, get a different mindset, and then come in to do it. Coach, we don't blame you. I mean, last night everybody was pissed off,
Yeah.
And
Hey,
we
go ahead, finish that. I'll get Benji's in a second. No, go ahead and finish it.
But we understand where you was coming from last night, Coach. So you would have probably been too far into your feels to do.
No, I'd have been quiet.
Yeah.
When I get upset, I get quiet, and my wife hates that. She wants to talk it out. My father always told me and everything, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So I would be quiet, and my wife hates that, because she said, to be a kind spirit person, you have the funkiest attitude whenever you get upset. I'm like, well, I'm not upset. It's just that, I'm not upset. I'm just that the game I love, man, the game that I know so well. They're just like, if you know something so well and you tell someone something and then they still fuck it up, and then you tell them again and they still fuck it up, and then you tell them again and they still fuck it up. Sooner or later, you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm through telling your ass. It is what it is. I have to turn it off, man, because I get passionate about it. Because
you're like me, Coach. I'm very
when
passionate about it.
When you coach people, well, I'm gonna tell this story for Benji first, because he had a story. He said we had a guy like that from Chicago in boot camp. He was older than us too, like 24. Proud goddamn member. I think that's GD. Remember, they broke him on a 4-mile run, started crying, was no longer our guy, cool guy though. Well, you're gonna like this one, Sooner Legend. You're gonna like this one. When I went to Fort Sill, they were like, "Oh, we got a state runner here." Because at that point in time in 91, 92, I had a state record in the 4x100 out of Spiral.
Oh wow.
We had a state record. So they were like, "Oh, we got us a track star in here." Now, short distance and a mile relay, two different things. two different things. I can run that 100. I got your ass. Run a mile? Nah. Well, there was this guy from Kenya
Ooh.
that was in our unit.
Ooh.
I mean, oh, when only time you saw him was when he wasn't blinking. The only time you saw him. All right. So they were like, "Rick, so the drill sergeants are betting on us." I got Rick's. Damn it. Rick's gonna bring it home. Damn it. I guarantee Rick's gonna get this. I got 2 things of MREs on it. I got the good kind of MREs, the spaghetti with the peaches. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? So they over there betting MREs on us and shit. And while we're getting ready to race, the mile, we doing the mile. We did our push-ups.
Uh-huh.
We did our setups. I was always on the perfect fit team.
Yeah.
Because my score was always anything 290 and above, they put you on the all army team, what they want to call it. But you're good for your setups, your running, and your push-ups. So I did 85 push-ups, I did 112 setups. I ran the mile. I ran the 2 mile. I ran the 2 mile in 13.9. All right. I thought that was good. That damn boy from Kenya ran that motherfucker in 9.5. So when he crossed the line, they were like, "Where Rick's at?" Where Rick's at? Dude, when I tell you, when I stopped running, my lungs almost came out of my body. This dude was standing up straight like nothing. So, dude, how the hell you do? I said, "How the hell you do that?" No shit. This is what he said. He said, "Where I'm from, we hunt our own food. So if you don't run, you don't eat." Well, that ain't fucking fair. That ain't fucking fair. If I'm hungry, I go in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
I don't hunt my food, but dude, we became the best friends, man. But we set the 212 and 214 track record for the best 2 miles. For the best 2 miles, the whole time I was there in Fort Sill. Then we did. I played for the All Army basketball team, and the buddy here that's in Charlotte, I met at the YMCA. He was on the same basketball team with me when I was in Fort Bragg, and we are still friends to this day, man. God works in mysterious ways, man, to where a person that I served with, I'm friends with now here in Charlotte today. Yeah, she was funny as hell, man. They're betting the MREs on me. So when I lost, and like, "Rick, I don't want to hear shit you got to say. You need to call the state and tell them you want your record amended because you slow as fuck." So I said, "Dude, I won in 100. I didn't win no damn 2 mile, but hey, it's the same damn thing." I said, "No, it ain't the same damn thing. You running for 13 minutes."
I hate to leave good company, but I got to go to town and get my dinner.
Too.
And as always, Coach, thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure coming. And
always, man. I told you, man, it's family, man.
And guys on my chat, if y'all's not subscribed to Coach Rick's, get over to his channel and subscribe, and let's get that man to 500 like he deserves.
Hey,
and
I'll take anything I can get. Anything. But salute to all you guys, all you soldiers, man, all you veterans, man. Salute to you guys, man. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, man. Just stay blessed. Always, man. Don't forget where you came from, man. Share some stories with your family and your friends, man. Let them know exactly what you went through, man. Let them know what Veteran Day really means. A lot of folks don't know
Exactly.
what Veteran Day means. Set them down, man. Let them know, man, that a lot of things that they are experiencing, that they go through in life right now, is because you fought the fight for them. So allow
And
them
if
to know that
and
you are important and you are special.
and if you have a chance when you're out and about tomorrow and you see a couple of homeless vets out there on the streets,
Hey,
go up and tell them that you
buy 'em a meal.
buy them a
If
meal.
you can't buy them anything, if you can't buy them a meal, just say thank you for your service, man. That means
Thank
a
you for
lot
your
to
service.
people when they
That
hear that, and that's free. That's
Yeah,
free.
that's
You
free.
can say that. That's free. You ain't got to pay buy anything. Just say thank you for your service and keep it moving. It'll make
Yeah,
their day, man. I promise you.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, take care of yourself, man. And like I said, I'll try to be back on here probably Thursday, man, or whenever you go on and try to help your show, man. Like I said, I promise I'm not gonna be a sourpuss. I'm gonna try to come on and help. But
Oh,
this was
Coach,
very therapeutic, man, to talk to you today.
it really was, Coach. And you know, you got a toothbrush here at the Sooner Legend Podcast House. You're welcome on this channel anytime, brother. Yeah, just
All
when
right,
I
man. Well,
tell
y'all take care, man. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no,
I know you
I
had
was
to
fixing.
leave.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
all
gotta
right,
jump
man.
off. We'll see y'all
All
later.
right,
This is
man.
Sooner
Y'all
Legend.
have a good one, man. Take care, man. Boomer Sooner. Hey,
Boomer
we ain't
Sooner.
dead. We might be
We ain't
wounded, but we ain't dead.